What's going on, everybody? This is the Hippie and OG show. This is episode 2. How you doing? How you doing, Cowboy Hippie? How's it going on today, man?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Welcome to episode 2 of the Hippie and OG show. I'm glad to see everybody here. I'm glad to see you here, alive and well, because I know last night was a little crazy for you, man.
Yeah, it was an exciting night. We there's a big wedding, man, for one of our squad mates, so to speak. You could say from video games, man. Adrian's tying the knot last night, and I ministered the wedding, dude.
What?
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool.
Crazy, dude. So talk about that for a little bit. How easy is it to get that certification for that?
It's very easy. You just go to Universal Life Church. You fill out a couple questions, and boom, you're ordained. But you know what, man? It's more than just that. I think it's a little responsibility because you get nervous, dude.
Oh yeah.
And Adrian, bro, he didn't have a rehearsal. He didn't have nothing, bro.
That's crazy. They didn't do anything like that. They didn't do no practice run or nothing like that. They just went straight to it.
Yeah, there were a few hiccups, dude. But you know what, dude? It went off pretty good. Kimberly, his wife, her dad talked to me after the wedding, and he said that I made him cry when I was talking.
Wow.
So when you touch somebody's heart or emotional like that, man, you did the job, dude. But overall, it went good. We partied balls after. Adrian just went to sleep right now. I just talked to him. So,
damn. Yeah. Well, that sounds about right. I mean, it's your wedding night. You know what I mean?
Well, they had the after party at his house, man. So, but he just went to sleep, man. But no, that's about it, dude. Good overall weekend so far, man. Michigan Wolverines at 3-0.
Is it a real 3-0 though?
Can we
bro.
Talk about that? Well, we don't have to because the stat shows it's 3-0, dude. So there's nothing to look at, bro.
Hey, play nobody real though.
Listen, for Michigan to be 3-0, dude, is kind of a confidence booster. I'm glad the schedule is like that this year instead of traditionally Michigan plays a powerhouse in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I think they started to say what for?
True.
Because all it does is hurt us, man. And it's what, dude, it's kind of true, man.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, look at Alabama. They've always, their first 3 or 4 games are always somebody easy.
Ooh,
except for this year, they played Florida.
Florida's a conference, so
yeah. But they usually don't do that big of a conference until later on into the season. But I like how they're doing it. I mean, even Oklahoma, they're 3-0, but they're still kind of looking a little suspect. So
Oklahoma looked bad yesterday, bro.
I mean, they stopped Nebraska. I mean, it was a good
Nebraska's
game.
bad.
Did you see the interception? Though?
Yeah. But dude, it shouldn't even been. He should have just dropped it though. It was one of those highlight reels, man. It was 4th down, but no, good overall game. You got to win, but Nebraska's not at home, bro. You should have won that game by over 20 points, dude, against that Nebraska team.
True. Yeah. Rattler, the quarterback for Oklahoma, he was the big Heisman favorite for this season.
Right.
I'm still putting them in the top 3, but if you really look at it, shout out to the Cisco OG for the boomer. Oklahoma, man, there's no other teams around them that really scares me. I mean, Texas doesn't scare me. Oklahoma State doesn't scare me. I mean, usually once in a while there's a team in the Big 12 that can come up, and I don't see it, man, at all.
No, the Big 12 is getting weaker by the year, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Texas and OU see that. It's an opportunity to leave this conference because, dude, that conference it used to be, considered top 2 or 3 conference. Now I even have the Pac-12 over them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the SEC and Big 10 over them. But God, dude, you know what, bro? If you want to throw ACC, ACC is hard to discuss because they're always so bad except for Clemson.
Yeah.
Dude, man, the Big 12 is trash now, man.
Yeah. And they're trying to get teams like BYU, Houston.
Well, they have to.
No, yeah, but it's schools like that. Like I would rather have Memphis. A team like Memphis, man, they're already recruiting in a low conference. You know what I mean? Like their teams are always good. They always have NFL prospects coming out of that school. And for them not to get in the Big 12 is a big slap in the face because they need teams like that to be eye openers. You know what I mean? Like BYU, who wants to watch BYU? I don't. You know what I mean? So other than last year, that I haven't remembered them being any good.
Hey, Before we transition to the NFL
Mhm.
right now, or this show, I want to talk about this high school game, man.
Good, man.
It was a nationally televised high school game, and dude, I don't know if you heard about it. It was between Las Vegas Bishop Gorman
Yes.
and another Phoenix powerhouse, Hamilton.
Bishop Gordon is always a top 5 school in the nation every
Dude,
year.
The Hamilton trailed 24-7 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The I went back and listened to the audio. The first of all, the Hamilton quarterback is a D1 going to West Virginia next year. The team that was losing 24-7.
Baller, by the way.
Oh, he's good, dude. He reminds me a little Mark Brunell, by the way, when I saw him throwing. Dude.
I could see that.
But they kick a field goal. Left-handed. They kick a field goal. They're down 24-10. And the announcers are like, oh, this is for pride, talking about their next games already. They get an onside kick. They go down. Now there's 24. This is all within 1 minute and 10 seconds. They're down 24-7. Mm-hmm. They put it up 24-17. Then the announcers again are like, oh, man, they're going out with pride. They're not giving up.
Yeah.
Then they get another onside kick, bro. They go down and make it 24-23. Now, here's where it got interesting. If your team made a great comeback like that, are you going to force this thing into overtime? No, not Hamilton, baby.
No.
Hamilton coach was like this on the sideline. We're going for 2.
I love it.
These guys came back to win 25-24, down 24-7 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Dude, do you know the odds of that?
It's low. Oh, it's
the odds of something like that happening, dude. It was like 99% that they were going to lose. Mm-hmm. That's insane, bro.
Now, I do have a question about that game, though, because I did see how they did the onside kicks. Is the rules in high school different than the NFL?
Why?
Because the way they lined up, the
lineup is.
Okay, that's the only difference, really?
And you know what else? The clock stoppages, is a little different. But, dude, according to the high school rules, these fools won. And I was going through comment sections and people saying this and that. Look, dude, you're up 24-7 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. The only people you got to blame is yourself, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And especially, I mean, if you watch the games or if you watch the highlights, you can see that quarterback got hurt.
He did
a couple times in that game.
He did, dude, and they were even talking about that.
He pushed off the backup quarterback because there was a time where I think he landed on his knee wrong or his ankle wrong, and he still was like, nah, get out of here.
He was like, I'm finishing this game.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a regular finish. That dude carried that team on his fucking shoulders.
Dude, it was pretty cool to see that, man.
Yeah.
Especially just kids that game on national TV, which made it even better, man.
There's been a lot of high school games on ESPN this year.
They have been showing a lot, dude.
Which I love. It's better than Bishop, whatever the hell it was. But that team that from Vegas, I've been following that team for a little while, like the whole high school.
Right.
DeMarco Murray went there. I mean, they made NFL talent in that high school. Like if you see how that high school looks, it's a lot bigger than some colleges.
Right.
It's insane. It's a lot of celebrities and they like Snoop Dogg's son played there. And so they have a lot of money coming into that high school. So for them to lose like that, it's insane because that's a big powerhouse high school, and you just got humiliated in front of everybody.
Hamilton's a powerhouse. Hamilton, that team will probably go on to be in the Final Four of their state championships this year. That's a good team as well. Yeah. But I know what you're saying about Bishop. Yeah, they're a powerhouse, dude.
Yeah. So, but college was amazing. That Florida-Alabama game was awesome. Everybody thought Alabama was just going to crush them, and hey, they gave them a chance. That
was a good game.
We got a question. Go ahead, Austin. Go ahead and shoot your question out. This is the Hippie and OG show. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, soon to be on Twitch. Please follow us on all platforms, including TikTok. Your boy Clary OG is famous on there, man. I'm surprised you don't have your blue check.
Let go, baby. I'm waiting on that verification, man.
Yeah, man. Hey. You need to do it.
I want to ask you something real quick. We had a divisional game Thursday night, NFC East divisional game Thursday night, man.
Mhm.
Let's talk about it real quick before we go into this week. Takeaways from the Giants and the Washington football team game, man. You think any pros, cons, coaching blunders?
All the above. All the
Did
above.
it not? Did that last drive not remind you of Cowboy-esque play calling there, where they were just trying to kick a field goal?
Yes.
Dude, it brought back bad memories, dude, of the Cowboys going just to kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is Ron Rivera has always been known as, they call him the Riverboat Ron. He always bets on himself. And I really feel like ever since he's gone to Washington, he's been real conservative. You know, he's been real, let's just kick field goals. But that could also be that he don't trust his quarterback.
Well, that has a lot to do with it, but I'm more talking about the Giants side of the ball. They could have put this game away, bro.
Man, okay, listen. For Joe Judge to be a special teams coach for most of his career, right? And to lose because of your special teams, that just shows that his coaching style is not working at all. The whole players retiring, players not wanting to practice, and then you see Golladay and Daniel Jones got into it on the sideline.
Hey, listen, did I not call this?
You did. You called this on the True Show.
This was easy on the True Show. I called this out, dude. Mm-hmm. Look, you know why I know this? Because I follow Golladay. Mm-hmm. I'm a Golladay fan for his athleticism. The guy's going to call you out, bro. And I don't know. This is what amazes me. Look, like Hippie, honestly, how people like us can know this stuff, man, right when they sign with the team.
Yeah.
Do you think like owners and GMs and coaches are more like, I can change them?
Oh,
I can change them, bro. But like, do they not have? Look, I'm starting to believe that coaches, GMs, owners, as well off as they are, as smart as they are, their common sense, they don't have much common sense, man.
I think they overthink things, and you can see it from the draft to play calls to just personnel. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane that the Giants organization trusted Joe Judge. And the first thing he wanted to do was sign Jason Garrett.
Right.
Joe Judge is a young coach. He's learning the new system. Why would you bring the oldest offensive coordinator that we've known, who has the same vanilla offense that he's had since 1994? You know what I mean? It's just complete opposite. And then now Joe Judge is trying to act like Bill Belichick and be all tough and everything. Like, dude, you're not Bill Belichick. You're a special teams coach.
You know, Garrett. Now, look, the head coach can still oversee some stuff, but the way Garrett coaches is it's like when he played in the 90s. Mm-hmm. You know, he does it. Dude, let me explain to you. It's like in his mind, he thinks, oh, we kick a field goal with 2 minutes left, we're good. This ain't the 90s, bro.
No. Offenses are too good to now.
Right. But let me throw something else with that. What I don't get, and what's happened over the last decade, and is the defenses in the last 2 minutes of games. Let me ask you this. I know everybody says prevent or not to lose. You can pick any NFL game almost on Sunday. The end of the first half, there's always a drive. And the end of a close game, they just go up and down the field.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's because, dude, if that's the case, why aren't you doing it all game? And you know what? People say, oh, because you have no, dude. I still think like black and white. Mm-hmm. You moved up and down the field so easy in these hurry up offenses, man. Why? What do you think happens? Do you think the defenses get a little scared? And I do got to answer to my own question to that. But do you think sometimes they play, even though it's not a real prevent, that it is kind of a prevent in the defender's mind because that DB or that safety is going, no one's going over the top of me at the end of a game. So they give the underneath.
And I think that's what was affecting the Giants. I feel like they were doing the same thing. They were just it was a different type of prevent. They were trying to prevent the long plays, the long runs. So they're just staying on the first down and staying 10 yards away. But it was giving Heineke easy dump offs. I
know, dude. I don't understand.
They kept making mistakes. And then Terry McLaurin was burning them. And that was their best corner. Bradbury was being talked about as a top 5 corner in the NFL, and Terry McLaurin tore him up. the whole game.
I
And
know.
so they didn't wait until the third quarter to finally put a safety behind him. Why does it take that long for you to put a safety behind him? It's the same thing as the Cowboys. Anthony Brown was getting burnt every play, and it took you to the second to third quarter to finally put a safety behind him. Like, defenses needs to stop having their chest out so much. Like, no, my defense works. It was just one or two plays. No. If it's not working, change it. You know what I mean? Same thing as offense. Offensive coordinators nowadays are changing their mindset a lot quicker. I mean, look at Kellen Moore. He said, "Oh, front seven, best front seven. I'm gonna pass the whole game." Nobody does that, right? I've never seen anybody who's gonna pass now. But that he's working with what's in front of him, and I feel like Garrett doesn't do that at all. He just says, "Hey, I don't care if they're sending everybody. I'm still gonna run the ball with Saquon Barkley." And look what happened. Barkley didn't have a good game, and he's still on a pitch count.
I know you know, I don't want to spend too much time on this game other than Giants 0-2. Heineke is becoming a new legend in Washington, bro, with some of his plays.
First win.
Dude, you know, and people are quick to forget that they almost beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
in the playoffs
last year. So
if it wasn't for a hurt arm, I honestly think it would have been. They would have had a better chance.
As a Cowboy fan, I kind of wish Fitzpatrick was back there, dude. Heineke seems to have that thing that guys tend to have in real that people don't bring to practice, but when the game they turn it up a notch. And I think that man's got it, dude.
Oh yeah. And the crazy thing is, if I don't know, Heineke has been with Ron Rivera since Carolina,
right?
So that's been his guy. So obviously, you know, Rivera sees something in him, and he knew that okay, we can have Fitzpatrick for a year, but if he gets hurt because he's old. He's 30, 36, 38. Right. If you can't trust him, we have a great backup. And honestly, if Fitzpatrick would have come back next week, I would still start Heineke.
Dude, look, I'm at the point I would too, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just got that it factor, bro. And I'm happy for him, dude. I mean, as long as he doesn't play us. But I'm happy for the.
Well, now let me ask you that. This will probably be the last question for this game.
Okay.
Does Washington scare you a little bit now after seeing that game?
Yeah. Well, you know, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still think the Cowboys, and this is not biased because I call them out more than any Cowboy fan is. I still think they're the best team in the division. I still think, arguably, because they have the best quarterback in the division by far.
Oh yeah, it's
dude.
Close.
Now it's even now. You know, you kind of put Jalen Hurts into the mix after one game, but dude, Danny Jones, bro,
that was his best game. Honestly, that was Daniel Jones' best game, and he still had a bad game.
Yeah, dude, the guy's not a winner
so much. Like I've never seen a quarterback nor running back fumble as much as Daniel Jones. It's insane. And he runs so goofy. He's always tripping over himself. I can't talk because I trip over myself, but I'm not in the NFL.
No, I still don't see what they saw in him, dude. And I've been saying this since day one. But you know, you can go on Twitter, dude. The Giants fans are about had it with Jones, but they're gonna have to let him play out this year unless some kind of injury happens.
Who's
you know
that?
Dude, I don't even know. And a lot of Giants. I mean, I could go look it up, but I was talking to Giants fans and they don't even know.
Yeah. And another thing is their offensive line is bad. And they lost their best one. I believe it was their center. Gates, I believe his name is. I believe he might be out for the year. So everything's just looking down for the Giants. I don't see
dude.
For them to lose that game, you know, that's not going to help them out for next week. You know what I mean? Like they played two easy teams and they lost.
I know.
They should have beat Denver and they should have had a chance to beat Washington and they lost it. And so now Washington is 1-1 with a division win. So we got to remember that when it comes to the end of the season,
right?
Because I already know it's going to be Washington and the Cowboys going, you know, back to back. Eagles, we got to look forward to. You know, I still think it was Atlanta just being so bad. Like I honestly think Atlanta
they were bad, dude.
Atlanta might be the worst team in the NFL.
By the end of the season, yeah, it looks like they could be, bro. They looked. I watched that Philly Atlanta game. I watched the whole thing.
Would you want Matt Ryan in Washington?
Dude, I don't know, bro. At this point, I'm not worried about him.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about him anymore. So yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Don't even look that great.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if Matt Ryan came to the division, bro.
Why is everybody so hyped over Chase Young?
I guess
because
just
he's so big.
his speed with his size, man, it impresses a lot of people. But you're right, dude. Look, everybody thought that was going to be like an old school a football game.
Mm-hmm.
And so that actually made me feel better as well as a Cowboys fan
Exactly.
going, oh, both these defenses kind of suck.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like they're – look, if the Giants can put up 30 points or whatever it was against Washington –
we could easily put up 40.
And vice versa. Yeah, dude. Cowboys are going to steamroll both these teams with offense. I'm not going to – I mean, it could be a high-scoring game, but they're going to put points up.
Now they also had a lot of turnovers, and I like how the Cowboys defense are really big on turnovers this year. I mean, we had 4 in the first game. That's not going to happen every game, obviously, but still, I mean, 4 is a lot, especially against Tom Brady, who his biggest pet peeve is turnovers, and for him to give up 2 interceptions, one may not count because it was a Hail Mary, but I mean, still, we almost returned that one.
Right.
If we would have returned it, it would have been talked about a lot more. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, Washington and the Giants, they're both bums. They both suck. Their coaches or their quarterbacks suck. Daniel Jones is going to be in Canada by next year. So, but yeah, that's what I got for this week. We could start with the week 2 if you want. Is anything else you want to bring up for that game?
No, dude, no. Just I'm glad Jason Garrett's not on our sideline anymore.
Dude, one more thing. I saw a Giants fan tweet. He's I give the Cowboys fans props for having to deal with this for 10 years.
I don't know if I saw that one, but I saw something similar to it, man.
He said we've only had him for 2 years, and I'm already ready to end him.
I know.
And we've been. How long were we saying that? We were saying that before he was even the coach.
I mean,
coordinator.
I liked Garrett. Look, let me transition to something real quick. And this is from 105.3 The Fan. We talked about, guys, and if you don't know, you're listening to the Hippie and the OG Show, episode 2. They were talking about Garrett's best fit, and they made a good point, how college football is probably the future for this guy, and I'll tell you why. He's a good leader. He's a good talker. He will be a great recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Garrett talking to your mom and dad. He will make them cry. He will tell them all the things they want to hear. I think college future is in the future. College football is in the future for Jason Garrett, and I bet it's sooner than later, dude.
I agree with you. I don't see him being no head coach or anything like that. But like you said, he can even do it for the NFL. He can go to college games, watch players. I just wouldn't let him talk to quarterbacks. I don't know. I mean, him and Dak had a great relationship. It looks like him and Daniel Jones has a great relationship, but I just feel like he slows them down with the old school type of way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And especially with Daniel Jones, you need to do the options with him, man. He's a great runner. He's fast. Did you see he had 3 runs over 20 yards, I believe, in that game.
Right.
So that's something that you need to use in your offense, and he's not doing it. And it took him forever he let Dak do it his rookie year. That's it. After that, he kind of slowed down. You know what I mean? Dak's got the great arm, so I see why. So, but yeah, Garrett might be in college sooner or later, but I think he needs to take a break. I say at least 2-year break and really learn why he was so bad. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me transition to Sean Merriman, man. I got to speak on Sean Merriman real quick, dude. So, if you guys don't know, Dallas Cowboys are playing the San Diego Chargers this week. Cowboys are a +3 underdog. Yeah, and and me and Merriman have had a little spit back and forth on TikTok, man. He made numerous videos just talking about Cowboy fans, how bad they are, how trash they are. So I made a couple of comments back, man. And the one that got his attention was the one I said, hey, you're still salty about the Cowboys passing you up in the 2005 NFL draft. And that one caught his attention, man.
That's when we got DeMarcus Ware, right?
That's when we got DeMarcus Ware. Right before it was Cowboys and then the Chargers, and we took Ware, which was a better pick in the long run, man, obviously. So now he's ignoring me. I made a bet with him, dude, and he's ignoring me. So he did respond back to me back and forth. Yeah. But once the bet was made, and I see him all over TikTok talking shit about the Cowboys, and I'm like, hey, Sean, I'm still here, man. I'm still here, baby.
I'm loving how TikTok is starting to become more for NFL players because I'm starting to see. I saw DeAndre Hopkins on there now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So they're
D-Hop,
using
baby.
that platform. With Sean Merriman, listen, Sean Merriman was one of the greatest linebackers for like 3 years, 3 years straight.
Right.
And then his career fell off. And I was a fan of him, the way he played, but he did talk a lot of shit. But if you're going to go on TikTok, especially, and talk shit about the Cowboys, and you have one of the OGs of TikTok and Clary OG making a bet with you, you got to make that bet. And you got to put more videos out there of talking about that bet because this is a big game for both of the teams.
Right.
And if we win, and if you would have posted a video about that bet, that would have helped him out, and that would have helped you out a lot to make more fans. But I think he's scared. He's scared.
Hey, if you go through one of his videos, everybody's tagged me in it because like Clary OG called you out already, dude. Because his one video is, hey, who wants to make a bet with me? And I'm like, hey, bro, I already did. Here. And you already commented to me, man. But so, you know, my respect factor is on the decline right now for him for simply being a B. And I mean, he did. He called it out. Then when I called him back, he's ignoring me now.
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is this, bro?
Yeah. That's some Los Angeles Chargers BS. That's why we're gonna whoop that ass this Sunday.
Well, let's dive into Sunday, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's dive into Sunday, man.
We won't start with the Cowboys because we can go all day with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off with a game that I'm a little surprised about. Oakland Raiders versus the Pittsburgh. Oh, I'm sorry, Las Vegas Raiders versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did win last week.
Right.
God, that was a crazy game too.
They won twice in one day. They won twice in one game, bro. How you do that, I don't know, but go Raiders.
The Raiders.
Dude.
Oh, shout out to Monday Night Football. I don't know if you watched it, but the Manning brothers are doing dude, that's probably the smartest thing ESPN has done in a long time.
I was concerned about Eli, but you know what, dude? They're magical.
I think Eli comes out a lot more when he's with his brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a brother relationship is different from any friend, any player. It's just something that comes out of you when you're with your brother. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the players who also come on. I believe they had Russell Wilson. They had Travis Kelce. You know, it's an awesome thing. So if y'all want to check it out this week, it's going to be great. It's going to be the Packers versus the Lions. We'll talk about that later. So, but right now, Raiders versus Steelers. What's the line on that one?
So this line. So what happens a lot from week 1 to week 2 in the gambling world, you're going to see the most inflated lines after one game. And this line to me looks off as well. They got Steelers -6 at home. I think that line's inflated. I not only do I think Vegas covers, I think Vegas goes into Pittsburgh and wins today, man.
Ooh.
I think the Steelers were a little bit on cloud 9. I think Allen wasn't playing his best last week. So I'm gonna go through the letdown game for the Steelers, and I go Raiders. 2-0, baby.
2-0. I like it. I like it. You're getting me pumped about the Raiders. And remember, you were talking some little shit about my boy Carr out there.
Well, let me tell you.
Go ahead.
No. I was going to let you finish, but let me tell you why. You know, I got a huge following of Raider fans. So my heart, I got a little soft spot for them, bro. You know, but that's why, you know, they're in the AFC. Why not, bro? The Raiders.
Yeah. Go ahead and get your eye patch. Get your tattoo.
Well, we got Thanksgiving.
Spike shoulder pads. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. And I hope some of those Raiders fans come down so maybe we can see them, you know?
Yeah, it'd be fun, dude.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to go with you on the Raiders. Derek Carr and Waller might be going up there against Mahomes and Kelce as the best quarterback and tight end combo. Darren Waller is a beast. And it's not because of both of them. It's mostly because of Darren Waller. He's a monster.
He can break a record today.
Oh, really?
Waller can break a record today, and I believe it's the most consecutive.
I think receptions, right?
Receptions or yards per game for a tight end, bro. Like if he breaks a certain, I think it's. Does he have? I think it's 100-yard games.
It might
be for tight ends.
It might be.
Go ahead and look at the next one, I'm looking it up right now because I'm pretty sure Dude, you're spot on that, man.
Yeah, that them two together can easily win them some games. Their other receivers, Ruggs is a bust. I bet you the Raiders are so pissed they didn't get CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson. Their offense would have been so much better if they got one of those, but they got Ruggs.
Right.
Next game is a division game. It's the San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. What do you have the line for that one?
Hold on, dude. I was looking at Waller.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'll start off this one.
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people are hyping on this Philly train, and it's crazy because, like I said, I really think it's because the Falcons suck. But this is going to be a game that's going to open a lot of eyes especially for me. Now, if Philly comes into this game and they lose, but it's a close game and it's a high scoring game or a somewhat high scoring game, I will be a little bit more scared of the Eagles for this season because I like Jalen Hurts. Oklahoma, he was a good quarterback. And I'm glad they got Carson Wentz out there because I just think that was just a whole mess with the whole statue and everything with Foles. So with Jalen Hurts, I mean, this is going to be the game where he's going to have to really put himself on the map. A lot of people think he did it last week. I think it's this week that he's got to do it because he's going against a good defense, a high-scoring offense, so he's going to have to put some numbers up. So I am going with the San Francisco 49ers for the win.
Well, let me tell you, dude, the line is set at Philly is +3. They're a +3 dog at home.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I'm gonna go against you here, man. I saw some weaknesses start happening in San Francisco's defense last week. They let Detroit back in the game, and I think the Eagles are good enough to got a game plan after watching that tape. And I think Philadelphia. I hate to say this, I think they go 2-0 this week.
Wow. And now, do you think Trey Lance will be on the field again?
Yes, he will be on the field again. I think that we'll see him a few times today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we do.
Run options.
Yeah, I hope we do, man. I want to see that guy out there. I'm a Trey Lance fan. But I think the Eagles hold home court and go 2-0.
Man, that's going to be a good game. I'm actually excited for that one. I hope it's on TV, which it should be. I'm excited to watch that.
Right.
Just because I kind of want to see if Trey Lance gets into the game. Because Garoppolo always finds a way to get hurt. And if Trey Lance gets into the game,
right,
it's going to be an even better game. So, next game, we got the Houston Texans versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, man, they surprised a lot of people last week, even though they lost. So,
right.
Go ahead.
Well, this is the biggest point spread of the week. No really question about it.
Shocker.
Cleveland is a 13.5 point favorite at home.
That's the highest one you said?
This is the highest one this week, yeah. There's another big one, but this is the biggest one.
Okay.
So, I mean, what can we take from Houston last week? Taylor's a good quarterback, but they're playing a bad Jacksonville team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Cleveland reminds me of the team that always plays to the ability of their opponent. And Baker Mayfield still, to me, is not a top 10 QB.
Mm-hmm.
And I still take Cleveland in this game, but I think they only win by a touchdown. I think Houston somehow keeps it close.
Now Baker did throw the ball a lot last week, and because he kind of had to. And you got to remember, they had the lead for a good minute there.
Right.
It wasn't until about the third quarter where Kansas City came back into Kansas City.
Yeah.
They did play kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a running game. I feel like Baker Mayfield is going to hand the ball to Chubb and Hunt, and they're just going to run all over that defense because it's the Houston Texans defense. So
right.
I'm going Cleveland. I'm going them. I think they're going to whoop their ass. So next game, which this might be a good game. I'm a little excited for it. It's the Denver Broncos versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh man, the only thing I'm not excited about this game at all. The only thing I like to see is rookie quarterbacks play.
Yeah, but he played kind of bad last week,
right? And Jacksonville is a +6 underdog at home.
I don't think they'll ever be up anybody on
no, they might not be, dude. But I'm gonna take Denver on the road. I think Denver. They looked pretty good last week against the Giants. I think Denver wins this game by at least 10, man. Dude, did you know they're already So Vegas puts it. Speaking of Jacksonville, you
Mhm.
know how Vegas puts out lines for the first head coach to be fired.
They'll tell me they already put in Urban Meyer.
No, but he was in the top 5.
Is
His
that also
first
because the USC, the whole USC thing?
fuck, dude. Look, dude, you got look. I'm just sick of Urban Meyer, bro. The guy needs to just put it up, dude. You can't be every time a head coaching position pops up. You can't be one of them, dude. You just signed with a contract, man.
He's gonna pull a Nick Saban, right? Or
Hey, Joe Judge was up there at the top, though. I think of that stat.
oh
By the
yeah,
way,
I'm pretty. He's gonna stay up
and
there.
Garrett's like this behind him.
Hey, a lot of people are saying he's the biggest backstabber in the NFL.
I know, dude. I know.
He did it with what was it? Wade Phillips. You can easily do it to Joe Judge.
Please become the head coach of the Giants.
Oh, I
Garrett.
hope so.
Please,
I
please,
hope-
please, please, please,
I
please,
hope
please,
so.
please, please. But yeah, that's 6 points. I'm gonna take Denver, and I think they win by 10.
Oof. Yeah, I'm going Denver. Teddy Bridgewater surprised me. He looks good. He looks like a great bus driver
Yeah.
for that offense. Their defense is still great. Von Miller is still a beast. I really wish he was a Cowboy, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna have it as a high scoring game as you. I think it's gonna be like 17-10. It's gonna be low, and I think one of the touchdowns is gonna be an interception return. So
Probably.
next game, we got the New Orleans Saints who destroyed the Green Bay Packers and the MVP of Aaron Rodgers versus the Carolina Panthers.
Right. This is another interesting game, another interesting line. Carolina's +3 at home.
Oh, really?
Now here's my take on this game coming from a gambler's side of it, man.
Mhm.
We all watched what New Orleans did last week. So the money's going heavy on New Orleans right now. They're only -3. I'm gonna go with the fade of the great team from last week. I'm going Carolina at home, winning a close game, maybe by a field goal. I think Carolina wins at home. This is one of those fade games, bro. It looks too easy on paper. But I take Carolina.
And I'm if you recall from last week, I did call the upset Saints over Green Bay.
Right.
What the crazy thing is, Jameis Winston had 5 touchdowns, but he only threw for like 150 yards.
Yeah,
That's how easy it was for him to score on that defense. And man, whenever we talk about the Packers, I got some stuff to say about that. You've always said it; it's a horrible organization, but I really feel like something's going to happen there. But with the Saints, they always somehow find a way to struggle against their own division. And Carolina is one of those teams that can sneak up on you. They have a decent defense. They have a really good offense that didn't really click as well as last week. And I think they can this week. But I'm still going to go to Saints. I feel like Jameis Winston, he's still proving it. 5 touchdowns is a lot. Let's see what you can do week 2. So I'm going Saints, and I'm going them. They're going to be scoring 30s in the 30s.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for that one. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, me too.
So next, we got the LA Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Here's another interesting line to me as well, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's Indianapolis is at home. They're +4 against the Rams. I thought it would be at least maybe 6. So even though they're at home,
real quick, did you hear about the Hard Knocks?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
What do you mean the announcement?
Yeah, now that they're going to be following the Colts the whole season.
I want to know why the Colts.
Yeah, me too. It's a boring organization. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I look, dude. Me just playing football, it would be Cowboys, Steelers, Packers, somebody
Rams.
with a even the Rams. How interesting they are this year. Somebody though with a fan base, man. So maybe they know somebody from Indy. I don't know. Just a very weird choice of team.
Yeah, I feel like the storylines are going to be so boring. I mean, we're going to be following Carson Wentz and Michael Pittman.
Yeah, bro. We're going to be following Carson Wentz to the damn training facility every damn week, bro. I mean,
with a limp.
Yeah,
it's going to be horrible. So, go ahead.
I'm still, this line kind of threw me off, bro. It seems like on paper the Rams are a much better team. I know they're on the road. But with that being said, I'm still going to take the Rams.
Okay.
I'm still going to take the Rams in a pretty close game though, but I take the Rams.
Yeah, what the Rams did against the Bears last week, it didn't really shock me. Everybody's talking about, oh, Matthew Stafford, he looks different, and he looks exactly the same. He's just got better. He's just got a better coach. He's got a better weapons around him. But he still looks like the same Matthew Stafford. I don't know why they have him as one of the top 3 for MVP. It's insane. It's insane.
Right.
Like, he's been in the league for so long. What now is changing the way that you see him? He's still the same quarterback. So
yeah, I saw that as well, dude. Especially after the week 1 performances, man. How same guys though. I mean, Patty Mahomes is always going to be in that talk as long as he's in the league. But
they had Stafford over Kyler Murray, which is insane because Kyler Murray had an insane game last week. But I'm gonna go Rams as well. Colts, like we just talked about, they're boring. All they have is Darius Leonard on that defensive side that I'm scared of. Carson Wentz is still looking like Carson Wentz. So yeah, and they got destroyed by Seattle last week.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen again this week. So I'm going Rams as well. Next game we got the. Oh, hold on, technical difficulties. I believe it's our game. Oh, no, we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins.
A very, very early divisional AFC game with some meaning. I'm going to tell you why, dude, because Buffalo looked really bad last week. And I heard a couple. I know you're going to hear me talk about 105.3. I listened to them all day. One of them mentioned that this is the decline season for Allen. And the way he was talking about it, it kind of made sense. But, we don't know. We don't know yet. It's still early. But you know what, man?
Yeah.
If the Bills come out 0-2 after last season's performance, man, and Allen has a bad game again today, which he can against a damn good Miami Dolphins defense. Great corners. Yeah, so – Miami is plus 3.5 at home.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to go ahead and take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins hold home court. I think the Bills start out 0-2, and Tua somehow finds a way to win that game again, man. I think it's going to be an ugly game.
Yeah.
Once again, but I think the Dolphins go 2-0, dude.
No, the crazy thing is, I completely agree with you with the Allen thing. They gave him that contract. People are already putting him as an MVP as well, and he's only had one good season. It was last week or last year. If the Dolphins win this game, they're 2-0 in their division.
I know
they beat the Patriots last week, and they could beat the Bills this week. That's a big step. Like you said, this is going to really hurt the Bills if they lose this game. A lot more if than the Dolphins lose.
Right.
It's in Miami. They got a good defense. I love their coach. Flores is such a good coach. I love the way he hypes his team up. He still believes in Tua. I need to see more with Tua, but I'm with you. I honestly think Miami's going to win this game.
The money's heavy on Buffalo right now. It's one of those. A lot of fans are steering that line up. That line might go up to 4.5 by game time if you're looking to bet it. Because all the money's coming in on Buffalo right now, so that's a good game to look at, guys. If you're into gambling,
that's probably one of the best games to bet on this week, easily. Next, we got the New England Patriots versus the New York Jets. Jets.
New England, is this game? Oh, here we go. Well, New York Jets are at home, okay, and they're still the New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
They're plus 5.5 at home.
Plus 5.5. That's such a weird number.
Yeah, well, it probably opened up at 6. It's dropped. It did open up at 6. I'm looking at. So people are taking the Jets. The Jets have got a little bit more money swinging in their way, man. I like New England, bro. I'll never bet on the Jets, bro. So if I had to, if someone told me to pick a game, I'm gonna take New England. I think it's gonna be a closer game again, though. Sometimes they play each other hard, man,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like New England this game, close, but New England wins.
I watched Zach Wilson last week, and I went back again during the week to watch to see how he looked. He looked real nervous that first game, like really nervous. He's a scrambling quarterback, and it looked like he was scared to run out the pocket. I feel like that's going to change this week, and I feel like they're going to win this game. get Robert Saleh his first win as an NFL head coach, and to do it against the New England Patriots will be great because they've always been the top of that division. And for them to take it from them like that and let the Jets kind of be in the talk in the beginning of the season will be great for that organization. So, yeah, I'm going Jets.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, watch out now. Watch out now. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, which had a hell of a game against the Vikings last week, versus the Chicago Bears. Now, this game is in Chicago.
Yeah, so something happened to this game. The line moved a lot, and I don't know. Do you have any insight on this game, or
it could be the whole Justin Fields situation.
Let me ask you, what do you think this line is? Just asking you, like, what would you put it at?
I'll say plus 6, the Bears.
See, the line's dropped all the way to 1.5.
Wow.
And that's why I asked you with your insider info if you have anything very interesting that it's only minus 1.5, -2, depending when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people are saying because that week 1 performances again. Joe Burrows. Let me tell you something. Last week, he almost looked like a young Tom Brady, bro. Did you see him stand in the pocket?
Stayed in the pocket with pressure on him. All
day.
He
but when that guy needs to run, he can.
Yeah.
But dude, he stood tall in that pocket last week, man. Letting the routes develop. Mm-hmm. So, dude,
and Jamar Chase looked good, by the way.
They're gonna be a special combo, dude.
Oh, yeah. I believe it was a 56-yard bomb that he threw to Jamar Chase last week, and it was on the money. And when I say on the money, I mean it was like the high arc throw, and it just dropped perfectly in the basket. And I love Joe Burrow. I think he's gonna be what Carson Palmer was supposed to be. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna do something, and he can easily win that division if he wants to. Because Baltimore don't look that great to me. You know?
No,
and who else is in that division to be scared of?
I'm taking the Bengals, dude. I'm taking the Bengals. I'm taking Burrow, and let's go Bengals, dude. Let's get some hype in Cincinnati again, man. It's kind of dude. The Bayou Bengals, man. Let's go, baby.
I've been to that stadium. It's the way Cincinnati. So when you cross into Kentucky into Ohio, where Cincinnati is, there's a big river, and it has all their stadiums. It has their baseball, Cincinnati Reds, the Bengals, and then the Cincinnati college basketball. And it's so beautiful how it looks at night. It's insane. But I honestly think Justin Fields will be in this game. I honestly do. I think the way that Dalton played, he played real scared. I think the farthest throw he threw was like 8 yards.
Yes.
You can't do that in the NFL, especially if you've been in the league for so long. You got to change it up. That's why a lot of teams are going with the young players, because the young players will throw it deep. Look what Joe Burrow did, and I think they need that. They got the weapons to throw it deep, but they don't want to. So this might be the game where Justin Fields becomes the starter.
We'll see. I got the Bengals.
Same, Bengals. Ooh. And I think it's going to be an ass whooping too. I honestly think so.
Whoa.
I think the Bengals are going to really show that they're the team to beat in that division. So next, we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, no surprise.
I thought this was going to be the biggest number.
No surprise. It is the second biggest number of the week. Tampa Bay's 12.5-point favorite at home. We saw what happened last week. So this game I got a lot of insight of. I watched the whole Atlanta game last week, and I obviously watched the whole Tampa Bay game last week. Mm-hmm. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to have a problem moving the ball downfield, bro. Jalen Hurts did it with ease last week. And I think, dude, they just look bad, man. Atlanta's defense looked bad. Yeah. Matty Ice had one good drive. He had one good drive. And that was early in the game. It was early in the game. And I just think Tampa Bay kind of piggybacks off that last second victory. Mm-hmm. And they say, look, we're still Tampa Bay. We're still led by Brady, and we're still defending Super Bowl champs. And we're gonna put our flag down, and we're gonna be 2-0 after this week.
Yeah, I honestly think that the Buccaneers defense is gonna come up big. I think they got embarrassed last week against the Cowboys, and I really think they're gonna turn it around this week. I honestly think Matt Ryan might get either traded or benched halfway through this season.
I agree.
And just have Atlanta just tank for whoever. There's not a lot of good quarterbacks coming out of this year's draft. I think Rattler's the top one, and I'm an Oklahoma fan. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't. I think last year was the best quarterback class that we've had in a while. So
right,
we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going Bucks by a knockout. I won't be surprised if Atlanta doesn't even score. That'll be crazy.
Right.
Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Arizona Cardinals. It is in Arizona.
Right. This line kind of surprised me.
What's the line at?
Arizona is only -3.5 at home.
Really? After the game they had last week?
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't look into it. I don't know if anybody was hurt for Arizona. The line, like if I were to handicap this game, I would open this game up at 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
easily.
that's always a line I look at, man. But then you go to the money. The money, guys, if you don't know, I use covers.com. It's a very good wedding. It's a very good betting app. It tells you where the money's coming in. It tells you how much the line has changed each day or by the hour. That game is the most game that has money on Arizona. And that worries me as a gambler because most people lose at gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So we always talked about this. Me and the big handicappers, we used to talk about games like this. I wouldn't bet it, but if I did, something seems fishy. Vegas knows something,
mm-hmm.
and Minnesota is going to make this a game, dude.
You read my mind, dude.
Something about it, dude, just seems off, bro. So. But now, if I had to just pick a winner, I would still pick Arizona, but by a last-second field goal or last drive or something, man.
So what's your pick for the?
I'm picking Arizona, though. I am picking Arizona.
Okay. You know what's crazy is the whole time you were talking, it just everything made sense. There's always that game during the week where it's just like it should be an ass whooping or it should be an easy win, and somehow the other team just clicks. And with the Minnesota offense, it can easily be done. Kirk Cousins can either throw for 150 and 3 interceptions or throw for 4 touchdowns and 400 yards.
Right.
And I feel like he can easily do that against this Arizona team. Now, they got to block J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. I mean, remember, Chandler Jones had 5 sacks last week.
Right.
But I feel like their offensive line is decent enough for him to have enough time to throw the ball. And I honestly think, the Vikings can win this game, and I think they will win this game by a field goal.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm going Vikings. They always do it. They do it every year. There's always, and then sometimes it's always the freaking Vikings that just somehow finds a way to win. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Shout out Ernie. He's a Minnesota Viking fan, bro.
Ernie.
Yeah, dude.
Ernie. Where the PS5's at. You know
let's go.
Next game. I think this is probably the game of the week. I'm gonna go. It's Tennessee Titans versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Game of the week.
I think so,
bro.
That's a good matchup. Tennessee's got a lot to prove after last week.
I agree with you. I think they keep it close. But it's in Seattle, 12th man, dude. One of the hardest places to play.
Mm-hmm.
I take Seattle. I'm gonna take Seattle at home. Pretty close football game, old school game. Russ finds a way to win the game, though.
Russ, man, he's such a weird dude. Like he cracks me up, man. Like he's so and now that since he's with Sierra, it's just like he feels like he's a movie star sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if you saw the Alaskan Airlines, they have Russell Wilson on their planes. It's so weird. This is why Alaska?
I don't know, bro. But you know what, dude?
They fly out of Seattle a lot. Maybe that's probably
what confuses me about Seattle every freaking year, bro. Is their play calling becomes so conservative at some point during the season? I just want to go wide, Carroll.
Yeah.
Your guy throws the ball 90 yards in the air, dude. Let him air it out, bro.
Yeah. And you have the weapons. You have DK Metcalf, who's a burner. You have Tyler Lockett, who's a burner. Yeah, they need to run the ball a lot better. They've always
threw the best pass last week in the NFL.
The one to Lockett, right?
Yes, that was the best pass in the NFL last week.
Yeah, Russell Wilson will always be in the MVP talk until he retires. The dude's a baller. I think they're going to win this game too. The 12th man is definitely something, especially having a year out from being at the stadium. They're going to be even louder. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going Seattle as well, and I think they're good. I think they're going to whoop their ass, and everybody's going to be like, what happened to the Titans? What happened to that juggernaut offense?
Right.
If you remember, everybody was putting the Titans receivers as the best duo in the NFL. And I'm sitting here like, Julio has played with the same quarterback all his career. He's going to a new team. It's going to take him a while to get used to it. And look what's happening. So, yeah,
Right.
I'm going with Seattle.
Right.
Next game, which we got our Dallas Cowboys
Let's go, baby.
versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm excited to see what the line is on this one.
Chargers are favored by 3 at home. That's just a generic line. You know what, dude? I'm gonna tell you something very interesting though. Money is very heavy on the Cowboys side right now.
After
But
I see why.
But Cowboys money usually with their fan base, people generally are in Vegas. They're betting the Cowboys while they're there.
Mhm.
They always get heavy money on the Cowboys. Now, look, dude. This is we're gonna have to win a shootout, I believe, in this game today or tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, right?
It's
Yeah.
3:30.
Oh, it is 3:30.
Yeah.
So I think the Cowboys are gonna have to win a shootout. I think it's gonna be exciting. I look, man. If you recall, I said the Cowboys will start the season 0-2. Okay, remember?
You did.
And I still believe they're going to start 0-2. I think the Chargers find enough weapons to get this game. I think they're going to win on the last drive again. I think it's come down to whoever has the ball last. One of them typical Cowboy games.
Yeah.
And I don't trust our coaches at this point. I'm going Chargers. High scoring game, last drive of the day, and the Chargers find a way to win.
This is the game that the offense is going to have to carry this team again into a win.
Right.
Justin Herbert is a great quarterback. He's going to have a great second year. Now, Chris Harris, the corner for the Chargers, is hurt. He will be out this game, and that's going to hurt them. We still have Amari Cooper. We still have CeeDee Lamb. And I feel like Dak's going to just throw it all over the field. Now, it just matters if we can block Joey Bosa. We don't have Lyle Collins. He's suspended. So this is going to be a good game. But I think the Cowboys are going to win this. And I think it's going to be a close game. But I think, like you said, whoever has the ball last is going to win it. And I think it's going to be the Cowboys.
Right. Shout out Dexter. Dexter didn't like your pick, apparently, dude.
He's not a Cowboys fan. That's why.
He's like, fuck you, man. Luna, Luna, go Cowboys, motherfucker.
Yeah, she's still living on her 18th life.
Hell
bro.
yeah, bro.
Shout out to Luna.
You know what's funny about Luna last night?
What?
I was drunk as hell when I came home, and Luna was up, and she played around me, bro, like she was one. She had some energy.
Wow.
Bro, it brought a tear to my eye. You know, I'm
That's
all
awesome.
drunk, and,
Yeah.
and Luna, I started playing with her, dude, and she was running around, and I was like, oh, man. But no, dude, it's good to see
It's good
that,
to see it.
man.
And
Yeah,
she still got some years in her, man.
Right.
Easily.
right.
So next game, Sunday night game. Everybody's excited about this one. It's Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore.
That game is in Baltimore. The line is only 3.5. Baltimore is getting 3.5 at home. This is one of those games that I believe Lamar Jackson somehow is going to look like an MVP candidate. I believe he's going to play to a higher level than Lamar Jackson does that sometimes, bro. The problem is Lamar Jackson blocking his line. The offensive line is they might be the worst offensive line in the league.
Them and the Giants, yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for Lamar. I can't look, it's only 3.5, bro. 3.5, man.
Appreciate it, JJ.
I believe that Kansas City is going to win this game, but I think Lamar's going to shine. He's not going to lead his team to victory because Patty Mahomes is going to somehow find a way to win again, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close. But I go KC. Close.
You're completely right. Lamar Jackson is going to have to carry this team. He might have to play defense as well. I mean, it's insane.
Did he return punts, fucker?
I mean, dude, he's got to do everything. But the thing is, he's got to work on his throwing. And I've been saying this since college. He's never been a great accurate quarterback. His legs always saves him, but
Right.
he's gonna have to learn how to throw the ball accurately. There was too many times last week that I saw that he overthrew his players. He's been in the league for 3 or 4 years. He's got to learn how to do those throws.
Fucker, when you're getting fucking hit every damn drop back, it gets in your head, bro.
No, you're right.
Lamar needs some damn help, man. Help my boy out, dude.
But he needs to learn to stay in the pocket and throw it. he always wants to scramble out and try to find somebody.
Because he
And
don't
sometimes that
trust
don't work.
him.
You're right. He don't have receivers.
Yeah, he don't got nothing, bro.
His best receiver is Watkins.
We'll see, man. I'll be pulling for Baltimore. I think they lose in a close game, though.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs. Mahomes still going to be Mahomes. He's still going to do his thing. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be Sunday night games are always turns out to be awesome, and I think it's going to be a high scoring game. Next, we got the Trash Can Bowl, the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. This is Monday night.
Okay, man, this is the third biggest line of the week. Green Bay is minus 11.5 at home.
It's such a weird number.
Yeah, that's a weird number, man. Here's the deal. The game opened at close to 13. So the money's been going on Detroit's side.
Mm-hmm.
Traditionally and historically in the NFL, if you see a double-digit dog, you're not even supposed to break it down. You're supposed to take the points in the NFL. That's been a golden rule for forever. So if I was gambling this game, I would take Detroit plus the points. But if I just have to pick a winner, I think Aaron Rodgers, this is a game that, look, dude, we're going to find out if he's back or if he doesn't give a fuck. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that quarterback?
We're going to find out Monday night, bro, if Rodgers, because, dude, let's be honest. Rodgers should throw for 400 yards in this game.
Easily. 4 touchdowns.
So we're going to see. He's my starting quarterback as well. I got to keep him against the Lions. I have to play him this week. But, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I hope Rodgers lays an egg, even though because I don't want to see Rodgers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. You're for obvious reasons.
For the Cowboys. Yeah. Because he's our juggernaut. No, but you're completely right. This game is going to really show if Aaron Rodgers is really into being on this team or if he's ready to get the hell out of there. Because if you saw last week, they were getting their ass whooped, but he was like, I don't really give a shit. Like,
he was talking about Starbucks and shit, bro, on the sideline, man.
Yeah, man. It's to the point where I think the organization is just like, what do you need, Aaron? What do you need? And it's too late. It's too late. I think he's like, this is it. This is my last year. It's either going to be a good season or it's going to be the worst season that you're going to have.
Right.
And that's going to make his trade a little bit more easier to do next year. But he's got to win this game. He's got to if he wants to make the playoffs, if he wants to make a run, he has to win this game. One, it's a division game, and two is the Detroit Lions. It's probably one of the worst teams in the division.
Right.
So, yeah. But yeah, that's the last game of the week 2. This is going to be the end of episode 2 for the Hippie and OG show. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who popped in here. We had amazing fans come in here, had some questions, came in here and just spoke with us for an hour. We love it. Shout out to the Clary OG for the reception last night at the Adrian's wedding. He'll probably be at one of our weddings coming soon. So, yeah, you have anything to say before we end it?
Yeah, man. Congratulations again to Adrian and Kimberly on their beautiful wedding last night. I got to minister their wedding, guys. If you don't know, it was awesome to be part of a family and friends like that, man. We have a special group of friends and bond in our circle of friends, guys.
And it's all because of video games.
And yeah, it's crazy how video games have brought us together, bonded us, man. And we're going to do a couple of shows during the week every now and then, and we're not going to talk primarily football. We're going to talk video games, mental health, talk about some real life subjects during the middle of the week. So, let us know, stay tuned in, man. But this is the Hippie and OG show, man. Much love, guys. Thanks for spending some time with us. We're an hour away from kickoff. I hope your team does good. I hope your team stays healthy. I hope your fantasy team wins. Much love, guys. For Cowboy Hippie, Clary OG, much love, guys. Episode 2, we out.
Let go, and we out. Much love.